A very, very, very important matter at hand. A matter that has to do with the case of NNAMDI KANU, the case of the agitation, the case of granting NNAMDI KANU freedom. That's what many people have been expecting. Is he going to be freed or is he going to be jailed? And in this video, let us explore everything that happened in the last court case. And beyond exploring the last thing that happened in the last court case, I'm also going to tell you what NNAMDI KANU, the next move he and his legal team wants to take. This matter has been on even after, of course, we know when appeal court said that NNAMDI KANU should be freed. It was carried by all media platforms, including the BBC, right? But in this video, let us begin a background check and give you up-to-date information of how far we have gone. A lot of people have forgotten this case, but on this channel we don't forget cases like this. On this channel, Noble Media, that's why I need you to subscribe immediately. We must keep bringing this case because truth must not be hidden. We cannot allow truth to be hidden. We all know when Mr. KANU was unlawfully extradited into Nigeria, and since then this whole matter has been on and on. Oya release NNAMDI KANU, they said no. Okay, Oya jail him, they also said no. So let me give you the up-to-date information of how far the case has gone after last week Thursday and the next move that they are planning to make. Just be with me as I take you through the latest information. Now here it is. Let me give you the information because we must keep talking about this. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, NNAMDI KANU, has been given, pay attention, has been given July 18 to open his defense. When I tell you, I will explain. To open his defense in the terrorism charges brought against him by the federal government. You know, we have been expecting that when President Tinubu entered, that there will be a political solution to the whole NNAMDI KANU matter. We expected it under Buhari. I mean, most of the southeastern leaders, including some that are the former Ohanese leader that is now late, also carrying his sickness, went to meet Buhari, pleading for the release of NNAMDI KANU for us to find a political solution. But then they refused. Tinubu came, the same moves, governors has called, and yet nothing has happened. So they have been trying the matter in court, and the last Thursday in court, Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja fixed the date on Thursday when the federal government closed its case. So they have been battling both NNAMDI KANU's legal team and the legal team representing the federal government, Nigeria, has been battling this whole matter in court. And it was last Thursday that the lawyers representing the federal government closed their case, said they are done, they have said everything they want to say, and they have closed their case. However, so when the federal government closed their case with all the allegations they laid upon KANU, they now said it is now time for KANU's legal team and NNAMDI KANU to respond after hearing all the cases that have been brought against them. However, there are indications that KANU may file a no-case submission on the ground that he was not properly linked with the alleged terrorism case in the country, because the case they are heaping upon him is that he is a terrorist, that he committed terrorism cases against Nigeria, right? Treason and terrorism. Okay. Now, what does a no case submission mean? What does a no case submission? I will tell you. I had to make a research and I will share it with you somewhere as we proceed. Adeboyega Amowolo San, who led the prosecution. This is the guy that is leading the prosecution against NNAMDI KANU. He is representing the team of the federal government, Nigeria, against NNAMDI KANU. He announced the closure of the case after the fifth prosecution witness identified as EEE for security reasons, was discharged from the witness box after he was cross-examined by one of NNAMDI KANU'S lawyers, Oyechi Ikpeazu SAN. So we will also look at the cross-examination between Oyechi Ikpeazu, the lawyer of NNAMDI KANU, while he queried and cross-examined the person that was brought to testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. According to Amorowolo, the prosecution has testified that from the avalanche of evidence tendered, including broadcasts of activities of the leader of the Biafran nation, the government has sufficiently satisfied the need to close its case. I therefore close the case. So they are saying that Nigerian government lawyers representing the Nigerian state have said everything they want to say against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they are closing the case. Reacting, the lead defense counsel, that is Nnamdi Kanu's Kanu Agabi SAN, informed the court that they would be opting for a no case submission, which will be filed in due course. So one of the options, the main option that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader, and his team wants to take is what is called a no case submission. No case submission, which will be filed in due course. Earlier in his evidence, earlier, I will still tell you what this means, right? In his evidence in chief, remember, if you watch this video to the end, I'm going to give you a free copy of the 1999 Nigerian Constitution. Nnamdi Kanu did some of the things he did because he knows his right, right? You as a Nigerian citizen, you need to know your right. One of the things that will help you is to get a copy of the 1999 Constitution, just a concise copy that you can be reading one page weekly. Read one page. No, just know the law. If you need me to give it to you free, just keep watching to the end. I will tell you how you can get it. Earlier in his evidence in chief, the fifth witness, who is an officer of the DSS at the headquarters in Abuja, you know DSS are the people that are holding him, which is wrong, said he was directed to lead a team of security officers to the southern region of the country to obtain records of activity that occurred between 2020 and 2021 relating to the NNAMDI protest. They are also saying that, can you imagine, that it was Mazi Kanu that pioneered the NNAMDI protest. That it was him. The NNAMDI protest that happened everywhere. So now let's look at how Kanu's team responded to the accusation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the one that caused the NNAMDI protest. According to the witness, his assignment included obtaining record of public properties that were destroyed and death certificates of security officers who died during the protests. Okay? The witness was then shown 3 documents of the report of the NNAMDI assessment, the list of officers that died, and the death of certificate of the officers. So they are saying that it was Nnamdi Kanu that caused the death of these people, the properties that were destroyed because of his IPOB activity. Following his confirmation, his lawyer sought to tender same in evidence. Ikpeazu, however, informed the court that the defense team would register the objection at the appropriate time, while the documents were subsequently admitted and marked. Okay? Now, a summary, just pay attention, a summary of the documents revealed that a total of 128 policemen, 37 army officers, and 10 DSS agents were killed within the NNAMDI protest. Similarly, can you imagine? I don't know, what do you think about all this? Linking Nnamdi Kanu to NNAMDI protests. Similarly, a total of 164 police stations were destroyed, as well as 19 facilities of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, something that was done around the whole nation. Under cross-examination, the witness admitted that he was not involved in the investigation of the crimes allegedly committed by the defendant, that is Nnamdi Kanu, but investigated the fallout of the NNAMDI protest, which the defendant enabled through his broker. They are saying that it was Nnamdi Kanu that spearheaded the NNAMDI protest. Let's keep watching. When asked whether the entire NNAMDI protest was carried out because Kanu asked them to protest, the witness said he doesn't know. So the Kanu's team began to question this witness. He said he doesn't know, adding that he knows the defender asked the people to attack security officials and destroy public properties. Below, let's now look at the question and the answer that NNAMDI Kanu's team were giving him. Ikpeazu, that is NNAMDI Kanu's representative, said, so when people destroy properties in Osun and Lagos during the EndSARS protest, you are saying that they did that because the defender, being NNAMDI Kanu, asked them to. Are you saying categorically that the EndSARS issue is a Biafran issue? The defender said, my assignment was not to investigate Biafra. My assignment was to investigate the EndSARS issue, to which the defender incited the public. Have you heard of Aisha Yusufu, the one that led protests? Yes, I heard about her. The guy responded. Okay. Then now the Kanu's representative asks the defendant, the person, is she Igbo or from either state? I have never investigated her, so I don't know her. Ikpeazu asks, are you aware that EndSARS protests were chiefly against police brutality, especially with the SARS faction of the police? The guy said, there are usually two cases of an insurrection, the open cause and the underlying cause. Police brutality could be the secondary cause of the protest. The real reason for the protest was because some subversive element incited the public against the government. In this case, the defender's broadcast, that's NNAMDI Kanu, was one of those underlying cases. Ikpeazu, what organization is the defendant allegedly leading? IPOB. Now, let me remember I said that one of the areas, one of the moves that NNAMDI Kanu's team wants to make is this: to submit a no case submission, because many people have said that the Nigerian government doesn't have any case against NNAMDI Kanu. Remember, there was a time the court said that his case has been, that he should be released. Okay. A no case submission in court means the defendant argues that the prosecution has not provided enough evidence to prove the charges, so the case should be dismissed without the defense needing to present its own evidence. What this means is that if NNAMDI Kanu's lawyers submit this no case submission, it means they are saying that the whole case should be dismissed, that there's no merit in all the cases the Nigerian lawyers brought against NNAMDI Kanu, that the case should be dismissed. It's usually made after the prosecution closes its case. Of course, the prosecution, being the lawyers representing Nigeria against NNAMDI Kanu, has closed the case. If the judge agrees, the accused is discharged. So we're expecting that on 18th of July, if NNAMDI Kanu's team tendered this case and the judge agrees, that this whole case could finally be brought to an end. I don't know what you think. Is that what you're expecting? Is that what you pray for? Right? Also, we will keep updating you on this matter. Just let me know in the comment section where you stand in all these things. Are you for releasing NNAMDI Kanu or against releasing him? Do you think it will be better for Nigeria to let him go or to keep holding him? Also, I promise you a copy of the Constitution. What I need you to do is, I will send you that copy if you do these three things. Number one, like this video. Click on like this video, then share this video. Click on share this video, copy the link, share it all across to your fans, to your followers, to your family members, everybody. Then finally, subscribe to this YouTube channel, Noble Media, because in this Noble Media, you will get relevant information, news as they break, and I will also explain it. We don't just give you the news, we break it down so that you understand. Also, remember, when you subscribe to our YouTube channel, come under the comment of this video and type, I have subscribed. What did I say? Type, I have subscribed. Once you subscribe, let me know. I will chat you up and send you the Nigerian Constitution so that you can begin to acquaint yourself and know your rights. There is an important information on the screen. In this video on the screen, there's a video on the screen. Click on it and watch now.